Hello. I am so excited to chat with you guys tonight because it's been a little while. And tonight I'm going to be going over a little bit about morning routines. And I've shared a little bit more in my Instagram stories about my routine. And a lot of people really liked what I shared. So I'm super excited to kind of go over it a little bit more for you guys. So that way you understand exactly why a morning routine seriously is so crucial. Joa, thank you so much for joining on. Why are you up? um, so I'm super excited to chat with you guys more about what a morning routine can seriously do for you. Especially because it's completely helped me, and it's we don't realize how crucial it is. But first thing in the morning, especially the first hour that you wake up, and that's kind of what we want to focus on right now. So why have a morning routine? Really, like there's a few things that I think are, super amazing. Thank you, Alicia, for joining. So number one, success is literally found in your daily habits and your routines. So that's where success is, or failure, you could say, because if you have bad habits, then obviously they're not going to lead to something good. Number two is going to be gaining energy and productivity. And obviously everybody can gain a little bit of that, right? Because a lot of us struggle with energy, always needing to get coffee, always losing, distracting with phones and everything like that. Everything happens. Life happens. My cat is going to be in the background a little bit. So, and because of energy, the thing is that you do every single morning, you do start with a certain amount of energy and willpower, and that it honestly drains as you make decisions throughout the day. And I've heard this like probably the beginning of my coaching. I heard it on a podcast that someone was talking about this, and it made complete sense because, if you are when you wake up and we have to decide about what we want to wear, and then what we want to eat, and then we have to decide, we have to go to work. That's like autopilot when we drive to work, but then it's just like, everything after that, depending on what's going on at work, if you're not in a schedule, routine, or anything like that, it's decision after decision, and you want to keep your energy for the biggest decisions throughout the day. So if you do have a huge decision later in the day, you want to have that willpower in order to be able to decide it for the best possibility, or whatever is going to be the best outcome, or anything like that. So you want to save your energy for those bigger decisions, especially if you own a business, or you have a family, anything like that, because we guys all get drained, especially having a shorter fuse with our kids and stuff like that. So not that I have kids, but you know what I mean. So number three is going to be focus and clarity. That's exactly what it's going to gain. Really, that's exactly what it's going to gain is when you do have a morning routine. So that's a crucial reason why you want to have a routine, because it is you gain clarity and focus for the rest of the day. Like, really, she's just going to chill. This is what happens live, and I did interrupt her bed, actually. She was sleeping here, and I interrupted, right? So, okay, so I'm going to chat with you guys about morning routine, kind of what I've learned, what you should focus on. And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys, do not take everything that I share with you guys and apply it tomorrow. You want to make sure you do one thing at a time, because a lot of times when we start a new routine, whether it's, we want to lose weight and we want to do, you want to eat healthy, and you want to go out to the gym a certain amount of times during the week or a day, whatever. When you do so much at once, you are not going to stick with it. And that's what this is all about, building up, these routines and these habits in order to make it, make it part of your routine. And that way it's automatic. So that's what I want to share with you guys about a morning routine. And what is really helpful is, number one is waking up on time. I am so guilty of this. I am terrible with the snooze button. I used to be really good without hitting the snooze button or getting right up, but I fell habit back to the snooze button. So that is one thing that I'm going to be working to get out of again. And I did actually do way better today. I still slept in a little bit, but getting better. So waking up on time, also around the same time every single day, is going to help with your internal clock. It's going to help you, with your body naturally wake up, and you're going to feel more fresh, more energized when you do wake up. Wake up at the same time every single day. Like, yeah, of course you want to catch up on sleep sometimes, but you really honestly do not want to make it, more than an hour really difference, honestly, because even on the weekends, we're usually in the habit of waking up at the same time in the morning. But if you do sleep in even more, it's going to affect your sleeping habits and your sleeping routine. Of course, in the morning too, if you're able to. I know it's actually getting darker now, but you want to open up your curtains and stuff to let natural light in, because that's going to help you, obviously, definitely to wake up even better with natural light instead of, like, the bright fluorescent light that we usually have in our rooms. Natural light is definitely better and easier to wake up to. Another habit that you can start is making your bed, because a simple action of making your bed is actually going to help you feel more purposeful throughout your day. It's going to help you give that clarity, your bed's done, you don't have to worry about that later, you're clean. There's like fur everywhere, and that's going to really help you with starting your day off correctly. So the next thing is super important, is rehydrating. So a lot of people skip this, and I tell a lot of people that I start helping with their routines and everything. I have firm mouth. Anyway, so rehydrating is so important, because our body is sleeping for 6 to 8 hours or however long. We're dehydrated. Our body needs water. Do you not realize that our body is made up of most water? So going without water for the 6 to 8 hours, you need to refuel to jumpstart your body, jumpstart your metabolism, all of that, and that's going to help crucially. So you do want to shoot for a minimum of 16 ounces. I do at least 10 ounces because that's what the glass I have. I am actually going to be pushing for 16 ounces because I need to start drinking a little bit more. I like to add one lemon in there too sometimes, because that is actually even more hydrating than just plain water. The other thing you can do if you fall for the snooze button, just like I do, one trick that you can learn is setting your phone not right next to you, because I used to have a habit of putting it right next to me, rolling over, hitting snooze, 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 snooze. And you don't even realize you do it because it's such a habit. Get it? So you want to put the phone, if you can, in another room that's not going to wake up anybody else. But if you need it closer, then put it in the opposite corner of the room, so that way you are going to be getting up and walking towards it to actually have to turn it off. And excuse you, she's like begging me for attention and trying to bite me. So you want to have it away from you. You want to be able to get up, start moving, because that's going to wake your body up even more, and it's going to create seriously, you're going to start to be more aware as you're walking over there, realizing what you're doing, and hopefully stop it. Trust me, I fall victim to this too. So the other thing that I actually will be implementing again is the 5-second rule. And if you've never heard of the 5-second rule, look up Mel Robbins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She counts and gets up. Get action, because otherwise, if you wait those 5 seconds, she fell off the couch. Oh my God, I keep getting distracted because of her. Those 5 seconds are literally what it takes for your brain to talk you out of anything. Just sleep, snoozing in. That's a bad habit. All right, so those are a few things, but next I'm going to share with you guys my routine, because I did share this on Instagram stories, and my routine, and basically this stuff actually honestly comes from a book called The Miracle Morning, and it's by Hal Elrod. If you've never heard of it before, it is such a good book. There's books for even different things about with business people and stuff like that in order to create better habits, and I learned a ton from this book, and I read it actually I think I have it on audio, but I listened to it 2 years ago probably, and I go in and out with it, but honestly, I've been doing it for the last 3 months, maybe now, almost 3 months. I started it back in July or I think August. I think I officially started it again. Hey, Andrea, and hey, Carolyn. And so I started this routine again, and honestly, it's changed everything for me, and I definitely am reaping the benefits right now, because it's become a habit, and I literally am so much better when I make this work. I do make mine a little bit longer just because I enjoy some of the, the actions a little bit more. So I like to allow more time. So it totally depends. You can customize it to yourself, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. So what this is all about, it is you want to focus on the acronym SAVERS. So SAVERS. S is the first one, and you don't have to go in this order, honestly. I switch it up sometimes depending on my morning, how I'm feeling. If I'm a little more tired, I actually switch it around because Savers, like the first one is silence. So you can use this as affirmations, you can use this as meditation, you can use it as prayer, whatever you want to do. Honestly, it's literally just to remind you to pause, sit there, take a breath, breathe deep, and stay focused. And honestly, it's to help you actually go inner instead of focusing on the world around you, because we automatically pick up our phone and then we we automatically pick up the phone and get distracted. We answer text messages, we answer emails, we go on social media. We are not focused on ourselves. We are not focused on what's going on in our own minds, and we get distracted very easily. So silence is a really good way, and I totally get it if you are like, I don't even know if, and I don't care about meditation, I don't want to do it, blah blah blah. Honestly, just try it, because trust me, I had no idea what I was doing in the beginning. I used actually the app called Headspace in the beginning. Now I use now I use Calm. I love Calm, but I actually have different meditations that I follow. I love Gabby Bernstein, so I follow a lot of hers. I even do another meditation that I'm learning for business and to connect with my guides and everything like that. So it has been a completely different experience. And honestly, like lately, it's been like an out-of-body experience. It's so crazy that it's so powerful. So that's what I want to remind you guys. Like literally being able to silence your mind, being able to control your thoughts is such a great tool, and literally one of the best habits you can create. So, and it is called a practice. So every day is not going to be perfect. Trust me, every day is not perfect for me. I easily get distracted. I easily feel my, like, all these thoughts will come into my head and I'm not able to focus the entire time, but I'm pretty good with going back to the silence, going back to focusing on my breath, and that's really what it's all about. So just becoming present in this certain moment, not allowing the whole day and overwhelm and to-do lists and stuff like that to take over your life and allow that stress to come into your life. You want to be focused, you want to be clear, and start your day right. That's really what it is. So anyway, I can go on and on about that stuff. If you do have any questions, if you want any more information or how to start, please message me, because I love talking about this stuff. Like, this stuff is like everything to me. So for Savers, so S, then A is affirmations. So affirmations are huge because a lot of us do not freaking believe in ourselves. Like, it's actually really sad, because I was there. I know many people struggle with this, and I want to help you understand what affirmations are. Affirmations are believing in yourself. You're literally affirming yourself. And I can go on and on about this too. But and I did share this in my Instagram stories, but I love affirmations because sometimes you literally have to just kind of fake it till you make it. So until you start doing it and everything like that, you'll start to believe it yourself. And that's why I believe affirmations are everything. And like literally it could be a super simple, and maybe you're going to be like, you're saying to yourself and you're like, this is bullshit. Like, but that's okay, because you have to keep doing it every single day in order for it to happen and make it a habit, because we are wired for negativity, like literally. And that's what sucks, because I am such a positive person and I don't like to watch the news. I don't like to be involved in negativity. Like if someone's negative, I'm out. Like, bye. Like, I do not deal with that stuff. I don't have time for it. I am focused on other things, and affirmations are huge to help you understand your beliefs about yourself. So there's a ton, and honestly, I use a lot for business. I use a lot for my life in general, and I can go on and on with that too. But anyway, so that's affirmations. Next is visualization. Visualization is freaking huge, because visualization, if you did not realize, your thoughts create your reality. And I guess you could say, kind of studying this lately over the last 2 years, because I read and listen to everything and everything about this stuff. Like, I freaking love it, how powerful the mind is. And visualization is number one. If you guys don't realize, so actually I was listening to About a Habit, and I'm listening to a habit book right now. And I talked about it today. It's super relatable if you don't understand, if you are an athlete, say, especially in high school where you're training to become a professional athlete. It is huge for professional athletes to, obviously watch a game or visualize themselves in the field, in their position, in whatever. And actually, the example was Michael Phelps, and Michael Phelps winning the gold medal. And he has done all these visualization techniques and practices in order to see himself actually going through the race mentally and physically. Because as you are mental, even watching a movie, actually, we feel like we're in that freaking movie. We jump, we cry, we laugh, all that stuff. We feel all the feels. So it's the same thing. You want to literally visualize yourself 3 years from now, a year from now, literally a month from now. Like, where do you want to be? And that's literally so freaking powerful if you do it every single day. I'm actually reading a book called The Vivid Vision right now. It is more for business, but I'm super pumped because once I'm finished it, it's going to literally propel me to my future, literally lead me there. So it is crazy how powerful visualization is there. And I believe it's 100% changed my life over the last few months as I continue to add it into my routine and literally create my day and create my life that I'm seeing. So it's really incredible to do. Next is going to be E, which is exercise. Exercise, guys, that is my jam. That is an easy peasy check for me, pretty much every single day. So I don't really have to talk about much about that. But if you do struggle with exercise, start simple. Start walking. Just get in the habit of getting in a walk or doing a few crunches or doing a few push-ups. If you need help with exercise, of course, I'm your girl. But exercise is super easy for me. Obviously, the nutrition habits are usually what I struggle with, if you did not know. And most people struggle with that instead because exercise is super easy. And if you are not active, you should, because movement is everything. Movement creates energy. And that's another thing that I have focused on. When I get tired, I get it. If you have a long freaking day, I've been there. As soon as I get home, if I sit down or if I start to relax, guess what? I'm done for the night. I don't want to do anything. But as soon as I come home, and I get active, I'm moving around, and you guys know that I love to dance and I love to listen to music, so that's my jam. And if I, if I do that right away, guess what? My mood boosts. I get more energy, I get more excited, more amped up for my business, and I get more amped up for my coaches and to chat with them and literally in general, in life. Why aren't you excited about your life? So I'm getting amped up, so you can tell. So anyway, so exercise is super easy. That's a check mark for me. Next is R, which is reading. And reading, guys, guess what? I hated reading. I hated it. Literally. I've had to, my mom made us do reading classes to help us speed up our reading and stuff. Oh my God, guys, I hate reading. It was terrible in school. I hated reading when teachers would have to make us read a book. Oh my God, it was literally torture to get through a book. But guess what? I freaking love reading now because I found what I enjoy reading. I found something that I can indulge in. I found something that improves my life every single day. And that if you don't like improving yourself every single day, becoming the best version of yourself, becoming literally better for your life in order to attract more into your life, to get a better life, I'm sorry, then you need to fix something. You need to do a little bit of spiritual work or something in order to figure out what you actually want in your life. But that's what I love. And if you aren't a big reader, guess what? There's audiobooks. A ton of people, especially moms, people that are always on the go, even I do. I listen to stuff constantly. I was doing dishes earlier, listening to an audiobook. I'm folding laundry, listening to an audiobook, or listening to training for my work. I am constantly involved with reading and learning and literally focus on becoming the better version of myself, accomplishing goals, because that's my focus. So reading. Make sure you, if you aren't sitting down and reading, I totally get it if you feel like you don't have time, because I struggle with this before. But listening to something is super easy to do. You don't have any excuses. If you think that's an excuse, that's not an excuse. Listen to something as you're driving. Listen to something just for 10 minutes every single morning, or 10 minutes before you go to bed. Because guess what? That's going to compound over time. And guess how much your life is going to change just from those 10 minutes every single day. It's a compound effect, guys. And that's why success is in your daily habits. So the last thing is going to be S, which is called scribing, and which is really just journaling. So journaling can be literally anything you want. You can be as creative as possible. If you guys did not see my Instagram stories, I won actually this 90-day X, 90X day, something like that, 90-day X journal. And I'm freaking excited about this. I am shocked that number one, that I actually was picked to win one. But I'm all about journaling. I'm all about visioning, and this is going to help me for the next 90 days at the end of the year, basically, and kick off the new year, about where to focus, about my ideas, about literally transforming my life even more. So, guys, I'm going to be on fire soon. So, just letting you know. But if you do want to go check that out, like that notebook, it's pretty awesome. I'll be sharing a little bit more about it if you guys would like, so that way you guys can see. But honestly, just do a regular notebook, or if you like, I obviously writing it down in person is actually way better than doing it online. It is because your mind actually connects with it a lot better instead of just typing it up and stuff like that. But if you need to type it up, you can. That's fine. But journaling is huge, and the way I journal now, excuse me, number one, I do gratitude. The attitude of gratitude is everything, you guys. Like, I just finished the book, The Magic. What The Magic is all about gratitude. If you've never heard about gratitude or how important it is to just say thank you about everything that's happening in your life to attract more, go read it. It is a 28-day, like, basically like action kind of item book where you're focusing on a different area of your life every single day. It is very simple. It's not hard to do at all. And honestly, I'm seeing the difference now because it's been a month now. I am adapting and focusing. It's a habit, guys. So habit is everything. And so that's what's helping me. I love focusing on gratitude because if you're not grateful for what you have in your life right now, what expects you to get more into your life? Obviously not going to happen. Even if you like whatever you believe in, like, it's not going to happen unless you are grateful for what you have now, where you're at now, the money that you have now, the life, the people in your life, everything. You have to focus on what you have instead of what you don't have. Because when you focus on what you don't have, when you focus on the stress, when you focus on the problems, the lack, scarcity, you're going to get more of that. So anyway, I digress. So gratitude is everything. So I always write down actually 5 things that I'm grateful for in that morning. It can be super simple, like I'm grateful for my home because today was one. Like, I'm grateful for my home because I have heat and it's freaking freezing out. Like, to me anyway. Like, so I'm grateful for the warmth in my house. I'm grateful for my family, and I write a reason why. And when I write these 5 things, it's from the book. I actually read them out loud and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys may think this is so stupid, blah, 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 whatever. But honestly, until you do it, you'll start to feel it. You'll start to feel a difference, and you'll see a change. So do 3, or maybe 1 a day. Like, just do something, because it will change your life if you do this. So the other thing, like, you can do, I actually do self-reflect a little bit. Not as much as I should. I probably will do this more weekly instead, self-reflecting on what I want, what's going on that week, what I want to focus on, all that stuff. And next, I do my goals. I have a paper agenda, and then I also have a Google Calendar, which I'm freaking obsessed with right now, with planning out my days and my weeks, because I am one that gets overwhelmed very easily, and if I get overwhelmed, I won't do anything. So I need to be productive. I need shit to happen. So that's my life right now. And anyway, so I do actually use my Google Calendar mostly, but then I actually use a paper agenda. Right now, I did share it on my Instagram stories, which is actually one of the highlights on my page. But this journal that I absolutely love is called Day Designer. And the one that I have, it shows a top 3 that you can choose, top 3 that you want to focus on every day. So whatever I need to get done, as long as I get those things done, I feel productive and I feel good about that day. The next thing I have is actually, it shows like an hourly, day planner, like, from 6 to 8 p.m. or whatever it is. I write down a little bit of my schedule, even though I already have it in my Google Calendar. It just helps me focus. It just helps me remind me of what's happening that day, what I need to get done. And then on the other side, it's a to-do list, so you can write that. I try not to overload that because, like I said, when you overload yourself, it's not going to happen. You want to focus on a few things. And that's what I write, just a few things that I need to get done to remind myself. And then the last thing on the bottom, it shows like tonight if I need to get done anything. And then also there's the little gratitude section too. So I just rewrite 3 of the things that that I'm grateful for that I wrote down. And then there's a little quote also. So then up above, I've actually been rewriting my goals that I have for the next 5 months. Yeah, for the next 5 months that I'm pushing for, because I'm in a mastermind right now. So these are the 3 goals I think that I have. the 3 goals that I'm doing, that I'm focusing on. I'm focused on becoming better, and I'm focusing on, the things that in my life that are important to me. So, as long as I write them down every single day, you are focused on that, and your mind and your body and everything is going to go towards that. So that's really what I do every single morning. Like every single morning. This weekend I did fall off because I woke up super late one morning, and obviously sometimes you can't get this whole routine in, but like I said, take one of these. It's called Savers. So S for silence, A for affirmations, V for visualization, E for exercise, R for reading, and S for scribing or journaling. And take one of them and just take literally 1 to 5 minutes every single morning and just try it, because I swear it's going to change your life if you do one of these things. And you know why this is a whole algorithm or whatever, and why this book came out with it is because the most successful people are interviewed, and this is what they do every single morning. Do you want to be successful? I think so. So you should probably do something about it. You should literally take one of these things and actually make it happen. It is not hard. You're overthinking it. Just do it. So honestly, just commit to yourself one thing every single day, even if it's just learning to be more grateful every single day. Like literally waking up, being grateful for being in your bed that day, or being grateful that you are alive and healthy. Like literally something super as simple as that. And just saying thank you out loud. That's it. Like it can be as simple as that. So do something about your life. Like if you need help right now, if this is something that you're like, I need this right now, thank you so much for literally giving me this reality check right now. Like I hope it is a reality check for you, because that's what I needed. I needed this back in July when I just lost a lot of focus. I was really down on myself a little bit. So, and it happens. So this is literally here to help pick you back up. It has completely changed my life. Like I said, you can make it as long or as short as you want. You can make silence 1 minute. You can make affirmations 1 minute. You can make visualization 10 minutes. You can make exercise as long as you want. Like depending on your morning, depending on what your day is, you can make it happen no matter freaking what. The last thing I just want to mention, that Miracle Morning routine is huge. But the thing is, you want to do is prepare the night before. Prepare the night before. So for me, you guys, I know I'm having breakfast every single morning. Like, I'm prepared. And the thing is, I also pretty much usually lay out my clothes, whatever I'm wearing for that morning, especially if I'm going to work or something, because that's another decision I don't have to make in the morning. And then the other thing is, I prep my food. You guys know this, pretty much. At least you should, if you're following me. I have my food pretty much ready, especially if I'm going to work the next day. It's one less thing I have to do in the morning. But that's it. That's it. Literally being prepared and making this all a habit will help you with success, because you will alleviate a lot of stress with yourself. Even if it does take more time, another day. You will alleviate a lot of stress. You will become less overwhelmed. You will become more successful, more productive, more excited about your life, get more energy. The other thing with that is, of course, eating well. But side note, and that's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to focus on. Trust me, you guys, this is so important for the success of your life. Literally, success is in your daily habits. And until you realize that, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you have to understand that. Look up Tony Robbins. Look up all these successful people. Like, anybody to look up to, no matter whatever genre, whatever it's in, I bet they have a morning routine. Or look up morning routines on YouTube, because I know there's definitely plenty of videos that people talk about their morning routines and how crucial they are. Like, it's so crucial, guys. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. This took a lot longer, but I hope this was super helpful. I'm probably going to post this to YouTube so that way you guys can have forever and boost your energy. I need some water. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys look back at this video. I hope you guys take advantage of something. And if you do take advantage of it, take one thing and use it for the rest of the week. Please let me know. Please reach out to me, because I would love to hear that, and I would love to congratulate you and cheer you on, because that's what I'm all about, you guys. Like, I'm about spreading all this positivity and helping you become better, because guess what? I've become better, and I want you guys to become better too, because that's what this world should be. It should be cheering each other on. Anyway, love you guys. I'm choking. Need some water. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing night. I'm on both Facebook